And here we have yet another person, a Republican from Illinois, who spreads lies and propaganda.
Republicans don't show up to Springfield knee-jerk, let's vote no. Republicans want a seat at the table, and they want to see how the budgets impact their constituents. What we know is under this governor and his legislative allies, people continue to flee Illinois, taxes continue to go up, businesses continue to flee Illinois. We have one of the highest unemployment rates in the country. Our neighbors, Indiana, Missouri, Iowa, Kentucky, Wisconsin, and the next tier of states around them outperform us on every economic and job creation metric that there is. And so we need a budget that prioritizes hardworking Illinoisans and the taxpayers of the state, not progressive policy, fairy tale.
We're going to deal with the very first thing he said last, because I think it's important to end on that. So let's go through some of his lies here. He says that under Governor Pritzker, people continue to flee Illinois. Illinois has actually experienced 3 consecutive years of population growth as of early 2026. We're creeping up on 13 million people. So he doesn't even know the statistics of the state that he represents. He said taxes are up, and taxes are up. We got to keep making up the shortfalls for all of the red states taking our money. We lose $8.2 billion a year, by the way, in red states taking our money, and the state of Illinois only getting back about 68 cents for every $1 it puts into the federal government. We could balance our budget inside of a decade if we just got the money that we generated here in Illinois, but you won't make that content. You said that businesses are fleeing Illinois. Illinois ranks number 2 in the nation for corporate relocations and expansions for the 4th consecutive year, with 680 projects in 2025. Chicago has also been ranked the number 1 top metro area for corporate investment for 13 consecutive years. So obviously another factor that this elected representative in Illinois has no idea about. You said that we have one of the highest unemployment rates in the country. This is from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, local area unemployment statistics. Here are the states with the highest unemployment: Hawaii, South Dakota, North Dakota, Vermont, Alabama, Nebraska, Maine. You can go down the list. You can see Indiana there, number 9, Wisconsin, number 10. These are other Midwest states, but I don't see Illinois there. Where are they? This is the top 21 and no Illinois. That's because they're down here ranked number 42. They're actually tied with Michigan and South Carolina as the 42nd state as far as unemployment goes. Not exactly one of the top states for unemployment, as he would allude to. He says that the other Midwest states are all doing better economically than we are, especially in the area of job growth. And while it is true that as of early 2026, Indiana and Ohio lead the Midwest in projected job growth, 1.3% and 1.2% respectively, Illinois ranks highly for total workforce development and overall job numbers, particularly in the Chicago area. So even more economic data that particular elected representative doesn't know anything about, which is frightening. Either he doesn't know about it or he's intentionally lying about it. Either way, it's frightening. But you began and ended your comments talking about the budget. You ended your comment talking about how you want a budget for Illinois that actually works for Illinois families. Well, under J.B. Pritzker, we have had a balanced budget for the past few years, and our credit rating has gone up. Under previous administrations, whether they be Democratic or Republican, we have seen our credit rating continue to go down and increase in the deficit and the debt. Pritzker has turned that around. You know that. You're an elected official. You began your statement by saying conservatives like yourself want a seat at the table to see how the budget is affecting your constituents. Well, you're an elected representative. You have a seat at the table. You can see how the budget affects your constituents. You just don't want to talk about how the government or the budget affects your constituents. Because you see, you represent a district down near St. Louis. It's on the Illinois side, but it's down near St. Louis. And every single county in your district is a conservative taker county. They're run by Republicans, and they take in more state funding than they put out. They sit around and complain and bitch and moan about the Chicagoland area, but yet they take all of our money in order to survive. How does the budget affect your constituents? It keeps them alive. It makes sure that bills get paid in those counties. It makes sure that roads get repaired and county cops get paid. That's how it affects your constituents. Your counties, your constituents, take our money and then bitch about us. That's how it affects your constituents.